Alright, so let's say we were asked to construct this parallelogram, and a parallelogram is a quadrilateral, meaning a four-sided shape with opposite sides parallel and of course equal in length. So this length AB is the same as DC, and they're parallel. This length AD is the same as BC, and of course they're parallel. So let's go on with it. We want to construct this parallelogram, so we need the base. I mean, that's the easiest one to construct. First off, so I'm going to just draw a straight line and trace longer than 6 centimeters. And as usual, we want to go in a little further for point A, so we can have a little space to construct this 120 degree angle. So I'm going to go, let's say, go here, enough space is there, right, on the line. I'm going to scribe, well, first off, before I try to create this 120, let's just get the length of A to B, which is 6 centimeters. Okay. Alright, now that what I was doing wasn't necessarily wrong, because I'll still have to do this part, but I think most people will actually go with getting AB first. Alright, so let's say we start here with A, so I'm going to get a point in, align the ruler with the line that's here. Now I'm going to measure off 6 centimeters. Alright, so that's going to be, it's a little bit off, so let's put it a little bit more. That's 6 centimeters. Alright, so I'm going to scribe an arc here, ensure I don't change the compass, the radius distance of the compass. Go to the other end, and so where the arc meets the straight line there, I'm going to center my compass point. And we tend to use the term center because wherever the compass point is, if I should do a circle, create a complete arc or circumference, then where the compass point is will be the center. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to, since I went from here to scribe an arc, I'm going to the other end, I want to scribe the arc back this way. So what that does, it takes me from where I was and put me back there. Alright, we can actually measure that to double check to make sure it's actually 6 centimeters. And indeed it is, from 0 to 6. Alright, now I want to create that 120 degrees at this point, which is point A. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to create that semicircle first off from at point A. Okay, so that's my semicircle. Let's ensure that's drawn properly. Felt it's can mess up a little bit there. Okay, so that's accurate. Alright. Okay, good. So what I would need to do, I can go here at this end and scribe an arc here. So where the arc meets this line, I'm going to go here and do my first stroke there. So this arc cuts the semicircle. This is really an arc as well, because it's an incomplete circumference, so it's an arc. So again, go to A, do my semicircle, go at intersection of that semicircle, or should I say an arc, and scribe an arc on it this direction. Now this is actually what this whole thing is. Let's go from this intersection to this intersection is 180, a semicircle. So when I go here and scribe an arc, this is actually 60. If I should scribe another arc this direction, that will be another 60. So going from here to there will be 120. So this is 60, right? The angle here will be 60. If I draw a line through this, then this will be 60, and the remaining amount will be 120, because 120 plus 60 is 180. Alright, so I can draw a line through that, go in this direction now. ensure that this point here is where the line go through, along with point A. Okay, good. And this is point B. Let me just put that in now. And of course, we want the same angle here as well too, because these two lines must be parallel. So I'm going to go at point B. Now it doesn't have to be the same radius distance, but I can just leave this since it's already there. Okay, and then we're going to go here. Let's grab my arc here. And I'm going to draw a line through that. Now, the thing to remember is that, look, while this is 60, the inner angle here is 120. This angle here now is the same as this angle. Now, these two angles are corresponding angles, right? Okay, here we have two parallel. This line is parallel to this one. This angle will be corresponding to this. So if I should shift this down, they will actually match. And this angle here corresponds to this one. So we call those corresponding angles. And these inner angles, this line is parallel to this one. So the interior angles, right, on the same side of this line, within the two parallel lines, are called co-interior angles. So this is 120. So this would have to be 60. So 120 plus 60 give you 180. Co-interior angles add up to 180. Nice little geometry lesson there. But what we need really is for this length to be what? To be 4 centimeters. So we can measure off 4 centimeters. Whatever we do, we don't want to use our protractor in the construction. Alright, unless we're told so. But we just basically utilizing the protractor to check our measurements. So for instance, we could check to make sure this is actually 60. Let's see. Alright. So if you check with this, we're slightly off with this one though. Just a slight off. Oh yeah, it's actually perfect. Alright, so let's have to put this down better. Line with 0 with 0. Alright. Okay, so that's it. I think that's better. Okay, so there we have it. So that's 60. This is 0 to 60. If we go the other way, notice that 60 and 120 are aligned, because this way is from 0 to 60, but going this direction, right, we have 0 to 120. Now that makes sense, since 60 plus 120 is 180. And the same thing for this one. This is actually 60 as well. Right, so 60 plus 120, 180. I want to measure off the 4 centimeters there. Let's end that part. So measure off 4 centimeters. I think you can just use your ruler, because typically they say using a ruler, pair of compass, as well as a pencil. So, but I'm going to just simply do this though. Since I measure off 4, I'm going to scribe an arc here. Go here, scribe an arc here. Alright, and we're to intersect. That will be 4 centimeters from A. This will be 4 centimeters from what? From B. And I will draw a line through these 2 points. Right? And so this point here will be, based on my drawing, that would be D. And this point here will be my C. Alright, so get my 2 pairs of parallel lines from D to C and A to B. And AD and BC, those are parallel as well. Put my angles in. This is 4 centimeters. All right. Now, something we could actually add to this. What if we wanted to find the area? What if we wanted to find the area of this parallelogram? It's a quadrilateral because it's four-sided shape, ABCD. But if we want to find the area, because it's a parallelogram, this side is parallel to this one, and this one is parallel to this one. Now to find the area, we could use this formula because we don't have the vertical height, right? The height that's perpendicular to this one, that meets this one at 90 degrees. We don't have that height. But there's a formula we could use to find the area. That area formula is, you know, with triangle is half AB sine C. This one will be AB sine of angle C. But we won't have the half here. Since we can think of this as two triangles, if we draw a line through this, we'll have one triangle here and one triangle here. So it's half plus a half, which is a whole. So this is really one AB sine C instead of a half AB sine C. And so A and B will be the two sides with the included angle. So that will be A being 4 centimeters multiplied by B, which is 6 centimeters, multiplied by the sine of the angle in between those two sides, which is 120 degrees. And they're using our calculator for that. So we have 4 times 6, 24. So it's 4 times 6 times sine of 120. And pressing SD button here, we get an answer of the area being 20.78 centimeters squared, and that's corrected to 2 decimal places. Alright, so just added this in, you know, just for added bonus. You can always see how we use that formula to find the area. Alright. Okay, that's it.